Apple's Vision Pro was supposed to be their next big leap into metaverse. And to sum it up, they did not cross the gap. They missed the Grand Canyon. They jumped over the moon because at $3,500, this thing right here on my head, the Meta Quest 3, which is 7 times cheaper at $500, does everything the Vision Pro does and some things to do better. Let me break this down to y'all. So this thing is 7 times cheaper than Apple's Vision Pro. And the reason I say that, because are you really getting 7 times the value with Vision Pro compared to this $500 AR VR headset? No, and it's not even close. Sure, Apple's headset is sharper when it comes to display, premium, it looks good, it may have that spatial videos that they talked about, spatial computing, but for most users, they can't tell the difference in everyday use. And it's not even just about the use. How many people are actually using this? Which leads me to the first thing, the display. The Vision Pro sure does have a dual 4K micro LED display with 23 million pixels. It is stunning, but the Quest 3 has an LCD panel that still delivers great clarity at 2060 by 2208 per eye. For that, you're getting that for a fraction of the price. And for most users, that's enough. For me, that's enough. It's almost like, can you tell what's really 8K on a TV or even when we're gaming on PC? Can you really tell the difference on these high-end 8K, 12K display monitors that are so much advertising? No, but I digress. Underneath the hood of this $3,500 thing, it runs a M2 chip with a dedicated R1 processor, which is no doubt standalone. Yes, we're in 2025 where the N4 is, and that's probably going to be an upgrade, but for the M2 when it came out, great. But the Quest 3 has a Snapdragon XR3 Gen 2 chip, and in real world gaming, it holds its own more than you would know. Now, here's where the Meta actually pulls away. The Quest 3 gives you access to a massive VR library, games, fitness, social experiences. I mean, like, you can do anything. I know people who live a different life when it comes to this Meta VR. But with the Vision Pro, we're still waiting on third-party game support. And right now, the only thing really going is Apple's own content. Now, this device has been out for a little bit over a year now, and the App Store is evolving, and we'll see what happens with the new Vision OS that Apple will be talking about in just under 2 weeks. But again, for $3,500, I want things now. I do not want to wait. So Apple's design is undeniably premium, sleek, futuristic, but expensive. And it's heavy. And the external battery pack in design looks cool to slip in your back pocket, but it's not practical with that wire hanging down. It reminds me of the PSVR 2, and I just didn't like the concept. Whereas the Quest 3 is more comfortable and it's longer for longer gaming sessions, video sessions, or whatever you need. The weight difference is very important when we're talking about VR headsets, and Apple is still struggling, and I think that's something that they're going to recommend and adjust on their next one. But who's Apple Vision Pro for? I'm gonna tell you now, it is not for the average consumer. If you have it, by all means, baby, spending money. But most people are not buying this device right now at the $3,500 price point, regardless of if it's being Apple and they're known for being premium. These things are predicated for either you're a high-end content creator, maybe it's been given to you, you can love tech, and trust me, I do, but I cannot justify the $3,500 price point right now. So Apple, if you're watching, hook a brother up. I love to review it, but this is more for maybe your surgeons, construction, architectures. Why? Because the specs and the programs that is behind this is remarkable. You're talking about for architectures, they're using this to walk through 3D models in real time. Surgeons are planning procedures in 3D before they're making a single cut. And let me talk about it. They go to school for 12 years. This, I don't mind them using to practice because I need you to have some experience before you try to cut me open at all. And for my engineers, which I am one, the complex systems with the millimeter accuracy is second to none. So the fields at ultra precision display, spatial computing, yeah, it actually makes sense. But spatial computing actually hasn't hit the market the way Apple's next big leap they predicted. So what's the bigger picture here? Maybe Apple wasn't aiming for you or me. Maybe this wasn't a consumer play at all or currently, but still for $3,500, 5, you'd expect more than a niche market. And the Quest 3 proves that a great VR doesn't have to break the bank, cost more than some people's mortgage and rent. So, what do you think? Is the Vision Pro overpriced and overhyped? 1, it is overpriced. I'm not gonna say it's overhyped, but y'all let me know. Or do you think it is secretly genius for pro users? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you're liking the content, please subscribe, like the video. And as I always say, until my next video, stay locked in on your craft. Be blessed. Peace.